So Archita, I have been hearing that your ninth graders have definitely been wanting to come to school. You know, they just want to somehow come to school. So I can kind of completely understand when, when Shalja said that, the children are trying to make little groups amongst each other. They're trying to meet each other. They're trying to figure out what to do, and they're trying to sort out their relationships with themselves and with their teachers, because as peers, the the teenagers need more peers than adults. So I'd like you to speak about that. The second one, the challenge of the fact that Jodhpur is a rich but small town. So there is a different expectation out of school. There's a different kind of expectations from the teachers. The level of access to technology across was that a challenge? I'm wondering whether it was a challenge in Jodhpur at all. And the third challenge was how the parents were coping up with their own situations and plugging in with what the expectations of the school was. So I'd love to, for you to share with us those areas.
Okay, so I would like to just continue with what Sharjana had shared, that it was a roller coaster. I mean, there were dips and there were crests and there were troughs. And fortunately, when this pandemic news came, we had just completed our session. The term had come to a closing, and we were all warming up, standing on the racing track to start off the new year. And boom, hit on the face with this thing that now it's going to be a lockdown, and you cannot take sessions, you cannot call children to school. So it was we were going to have a week, a 15 days, a fortnight leave for the teachers so that they could relax and they could come back. But then all of that was cancelled, because coming back on the virtual medium with the children, with the curriculum, with the parents, was something that was a big challenge. So it is, you can call Jodhpur a city, a beautiful place with lovely sand dunes and majestic forts, mouth-watering delicacies as you really love, the mirchi vadas and all that. So it is, you can say that the art, craft and culture wins your heart. But at the same time, a dark contrast is the technology. I mean, people here are definitely technologically challenged. So be it the parents' body, be it the children, even be it the teachers. So the first milestone that we actually reached was getting the teachers to understand how to deliver. The content was all in place. Content was never a problem. Yeah. But how to deliver was one strong thing. The first milestone achieved was that. The second was to ensure that the parents are able to provide the appropriate devices to the children. That was the second milestone achieved. And the third one was definitely to get children a bit more comfortable with this kind of a medium. So it was that hit on the starting line, bas abhi shuru karne wale hain race, and then you are hit. You've fallen down and you grapple and you stand, and then you gradually get into the. So it was a big challenge. But fortunately, I find that this pandemic has been a blessing in disguise, because at least now I can proudly say that the parent body, the teacher team, as well as my students are definitely tech savvies now. Within a month, a span of, let's say, 4 or 5 months, and without any break this time, no summer breaks to any of the teachers this time, they have really put in a lot of efforts to give this kind of performance. And fortunately, the children are loving it, they are liking it, although every session when we begin, they do tell us, we miss school. Ma'am, when will we come back? When are you calling us? So a very interesting strategy that we follow before every session is we have a small informal talk time and we have an energizer.
Mm.
So the children really wait to actually come for their energizer, and that is a motivation to have a full attendance.
Mm.
And as for the ninth graders that you have shared, the ninth graders are definitely the government has now fortunately allowed that you can come to school, but the parents are still a bit, apprehensive. They are not very comfortable in sending the children, but they are definitely taking extra care. They're putting extra efforts to follow all the precautions, but please let us go to school. That's the only thing that they are demanding to the teachers, to the school, and to their parents also. It's an age, it's a very tender age when you are into just teenage, and you are into relationships. You want to actually be around people like you. It's a contrast, that you have all elders at home, nobody of your age, and this is the time when you actually want to be with them. So we have special evenings sessions with them, where we call it as a me time, where the teacher sits with the child, and the children of grade 9 are all allowed to come together. No studies, nothing of that sort. What you want to talk about, talk. And fortunately, they are comfortable with their class teacher, and they are sharing a hell lot of things. All the cats are out of the bag. All the parents, everything is out of the bag. But yes, it is a tough time for especially this age group. The younger ones can still understand, but this age group wants to be with the friends. And fortunately, a few of them are coming for the remedial sessions in the daily hours, in the morning hours, for some time. At least there we are providing them an informal space to talk to yourselves, but maintain the social distancing, and talk about whatever fears you have, whatever things you're going through. So
Mm.
we were at one time we were telling no screen time, do not touch mobiles, stay away from it. We were informing parents that your child should not use it, and now unfortunately everything is on this. So that's a big that's a big challenge.
Great, great. So thanks for sharing that, Archita.